Have you ever experienced something so strange, so unsettling, that you couldn't explain it, no matter how hard you tried? The kind of story that makes the hair on your arms stand up, not just because it's scary, but because it's real. Today, we're diving into a collection of true, unexplainable events reported by ordinary people. These aren't just campfire tales. They are real incidents that defy logic and leave a lasting chill. From phantom phone calls to mysterious figures caught on camera, get ready to question what you think you know about the world around you. Let's start with a story that has become a modern urban legend, but its roots are in a genuine, perplexing experience. A college student, let's call him Mark, was pulling an all-nighter, studying for his final exams. The clock on his desk glowed with the numbers 2:14 a.m. His phone, which had been silent all night, suddenly rang. The caller ID was blocked. He was annoyed but answered, expecting a wrong number. A voice, frantic and whispering, said, "They're in the house. You have to get out." Before Mark could respond, the line went dead. He was confused, but figured it was a prank call. He tried calling the number back, but a recorded message said the number was disconnected. Shaken, he looked out his window. Nothing seemed out of place. He tried to brush it off, but the sheer panic in the voice was unforgettable. Who was it, and how could they call from a number that didn't exist? He never got an answer, but for years, he would feel a sense of dread whenever the clock ticked past 13 in the morning. Now, let's shift gears to a story that brings the paranormal into the digital age. A taxi driver in a major city had a dashcam installed for safety. One rainy night, he picked up a quiet, pale woman from a desolate street corner. She gave him an address on the other side of town. The ride was silent, which was unusual. Most passengers made small talk. He kept glancing at her in the rearview mirror. She just stared out the window, her face expressionless. When they arrived at the destination, an old, dark house, he turned to tell her the fare. The back seat was empty. He was stunned. He thought maybe she'd slipped out when he wasn't looking, but the doors were still locked from the inside. The creepiest part, when he reviewed his dashcam footage, it showed him driving the entire route alone. The camera inside the cab showed an empty back seat from the moment he started the trip, but he distinctly remembered her getting in. Even more chilling, the seatbelt in the back, which he always made sure was unbuckled, was now securely fastened, as if someone had just been sitting there. Here's another one that will make you double-check your old family photos. A family went on a camping trip to a national park. They took dozens of pictures, capturing happy moments around the campfire and on hiking trails. When they got home and started looking through the photos on their computer, they noticed something odd in one of them. It was a group shot of everyone standing in front of a scenic waterfall. They counted the heads. There were 6 people in their group, but the photo clearly showed 7 figures. Standing slightly behind the dad, partially obscured, was a person they didn't recognize. The figure was blurry, but it looked like a small child with dark hair peeking over his shoulder. They checked all their other photos from that day. The strange child wasn't in any of them. They were completely isolated on that trail and didn't see anyone else. To this day, they have no idea who the 7th person in their family photo is, or how they got there. Some stories are less about a single event and more about a lingering, terrifying presence. A young woman was living alone in a ground-floor apartment. For weeks, she had the feeling of being watched. One night, she was in her living room with the blinds open. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw a face in the window. It wasn't just a quick glimpse. It was a man, abnormally tall, staring in at her. His most disturbing feature was a wide, unnatural smile that stretched from ear to ear. She screamed and dropped to the floor, crawling to her phone to call for help. When the police arrived minutes later, they found nothing. There were no footprints outside her window, no signs of anyone having been there. The officers suggested it might have been a reflection or her imagination, but she knew what she saw. For the rest of the time she lived there, she kept her blinds shut tight, terrified she would see that smiling face again. The image of the tall, smiling man has become a recurring nightmare for many who have claimed similar sightings across the world. Speaking of unexplainable things in the great outdoors, let's talk about a mystery that remains unsolved. A group of experienced hikers were trekking through a remote, snowy mountain range. They were far from any known trails or civilization. One morning, They woke up to find a set of giant footprints in the snow near their camp. These weren't bear tracks or from any known animal. They were distinctly humanoid, but massive, at least twice the size of a normal man's foot, and the stride between them was impossibly long. The prints led from one side of the valley, passed within a few yards of their tents, and continued up a steep, almost vertical cliff face where no human could possibly climb. The hikers were seasoned woodsmen and could identify any animal track in the region, but these prints baffled them. They felt an overwhelming sense of dread, as if something ancient and powerful had silently observed them during the night. They packed up their camp in a hurry and left the area, never to return. The photos they took of the prints have been analyzed by experts, but no definitive explanation has ever been found. These stories aren't just meant to scare you. They're a reminder that there are things in this world that we simply can't explain. They're true mysteries that stand on their own, without neat conclusions or logical answers. The world is full of strange occurrences that blur the line between reality and the paranormal. From the phantom passenger who buckles their seatbelt to the extra face smiling in a family photo, these events stick with the people who experience them, leaving a permanent mark. It makes you wonder what other weird and unsettling truths are hiding just out of sight, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. If you enjoy diving into the unknown and exploring real-life mysteries, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more unsettling true stories that will make you question everything. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. You never know what you might encounter.